Thank you for your patience. We'll start taking questions now. Okay, thank you. We'll be wrapping up now.
They know what's needed. A win in this game and a favourable result elsewhere will lift them into the knockout stages. Here on EA TV. One of the great things about football is that no one knows for sure what's going to happen. Let's see what unfolds here tonight. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And what we've got coming up for you is group stage action from the Cup. It's Milton Keynes Dons, and they take on Crewe Alexandra.
I've enjoyed watching them play so far, so too have the fans. Let's hope we see another good display today, and they guarantee their qualification.
Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow, Stuart. What do you think we'll see from him today?
He's certainly going to be the key player today. Last time out he scored those 2 goals, but it was his general play that was outstanding. Getting on the ball, making things happen, and he got his reward with the brace. And I'm expecting to see exactly the same again today.
And a look at the starting 11 for MK Dons.
Well, it's a 5-3-2, which looks a little bit defensive to me. It certainly means they won't be able to press their opponents too high up the field. And again, that might be a problem for them.
And introducing the visitors lineup today.
Well, although it's down as a 4-5-1, it's more likely to be 3 players in behind the main centre forward. And those 3 are key to this team's creativity.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
So the ball is rolling. The first half of this game underway. Room to roam. Will have no intention of losing out.
Just doesn't give them a chance, does he?
Having to shoot. And the volley off the woodwork. It could have gone in. He was hoping it would go in.
Well, he hits it really well. It's a good connection, but it's not quite on target.
John Mellish. Galloway. Daniel Crowley. Now with Wilson. Well, looking at the table, the home fans know what the reward could be. A place in the last 16.
Yeah, they obviously need other results to go their way, but all they can do is focus on winning this one.
Daniel Crowley. Now with Nelson. Marvin Ekpiteta. Madibo. showing good situational awareness. Sanders. Thoughtful play. Out straight at the goalkeeper then. Mellish. Galloway. Crowley. John Mellish. Daniel Crowley. Galloway. Marvin Ekpiteta. Well, they keep the ball moving.
Now, where's the penetration?
Daniel Crowley. One slick pass after another. Asim Madibo. Liam Kelly. Crowley. This could be troublesome. Well, they tried to keep the move going. Madibo. Now with Wilson. Marvin Ekpiteta. Curtis Nelson. Now with Ekpiteta. Galloway. Mellish. On to Ekpiteta. Nelson. Wilson. Curtis Nelson. Kane Wilson. Moving the ball forwards. How creative can they be? Well, what a glorious chance to grab the first goal of the contest.
Well, you have to say that's a wasted opportunity to get their noses in front here. Golden opportunity.
Liam Kelly. Madibo. Now with Wilson. Nelson. Ekpiteta. Liam Kelly. An effective challenge. Max Sanders. Can they open them up? Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Asim Madibo. Now with Wilson. Curtis Nelson. Galloway. Now with Wilson. Marvin Ekpiteta. Galloway. Now with Ekpiteta. Nelson. Now with Wilson. Madibo. Marvin Ekpiteta. On to Wilson. Callum Patterson. Crowley. And very nicely positioned to win it back.
Well, he's just shown what a clever play is without the ball.
Can they make this count? And just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. Sound piece of defending. That is that for the first half here. Well, he was one of their better players in the first half, but needed to be better still. Your thoughts?
Well, I've been disappointed with him in that first half. He just didn't have an impact on the game. Yes, the service into him wasn't great, but his movement needs to be a lot better. Let's hope he improves in the second half.
So back underway, defence is on top, the story so far. Will that situation change? Kelly, on to Nelson. Daniel Crowley. Asim Madibo. Danger building. Madibo. Could be troublesome. No, high quality defending. Well, there's been a lot of speculation as regards this transfer and whether it would go ahead. It's finally been confirmed, Stuart.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Kelly. It's one thing to sit deep, it's another thing to sit that little bit too deep.
They're just too passive with their defending now.
Good patient build-up as they try to fashion something. Playing with a flow and intensity. Oh, magnificent passing. Well, then the one that fails to hit its target. Max Sanders. Intercepted effortlessly. Liam Kelly. Plenty of room in the wide area. Dangerous ball. Without putting too fine a point on it, he really should have put that away.
Well, that should have been the opening goal, no doubt about that. But it's a wasteful finish.
Time for a change then. Well, now they have possession. Asim Madibo. Crowley. Madibo. Kelly. Mellish. Galloway. Well, timed his challenge magnificently. Crowley. Good-looking move. Clever defending. Sanders. O'Reilly. Confident play. Wonderfully weighted pass. Must be. And foiled only by the crossbar. Promising attack. Must take the lead here.
Message for Jay Cheatham. Hello, Jay. Celebrating.
Asim Madibo.
Happy birthday, Jay, from all of your friends.
Curtis Nelson. Now with Wilson. Nelson. Callum Patterson. Kelly. Now with Wilson. 15 minutes left for play. Callum Patterson. Now with Ekpiteta. Wilson. Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. Always likely to be given as a foul. Well, nothing comes of it. Referee indicates goal kick. Just 10 minutes to go. The emphasis very much on attack. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Callum Patterson.
Well, time's running out, but these fans are driving their team on here.
And he has options available. Can he deliver? Oh, what and turned onto the woodwork. Curtis Nelson. Now with Ekpiteta. Daniel Crowley. Kelly. On to Mellish. Ekpiteta. Committed challenge. Asim Madibo. Well, that ball looks promising.
Oh, that's great awareness.
And he did well to cut it out. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. So much focus within the team, and completely focused on winning the game now. And possibilities inside the box. Intelligent ball. Well, they tried to keep the move going. And there is the final whistle. An evenly contested game. And both teams will have to be content with a point here on match day 1, Stuart.
Well, a draw was just about the right result, but the focus has to be on the next game now. Both sides will be looking for their first win, otherwise they could be playing catch-up.
Well, he did contribute, but over the piece and on balance, needed to offer a bit more.
Well, he worked hard and he had some good moments, but he can certainly play better than we saw today, that's for sure.
Got time for a couple of questions? Thank you for your time.
Two sides
sides are primed to give it their all in what promises to be 90 minutes of relentless end-to-end action. We should be in for a cracker. Hello and thanks for joining us on a pretty dull day, but hopefully the game will be quite the opposite. I'm Guy Mowbray with the former Arsenal and West Ham midfielder Stuart Robson alongside me. We've got a game from League Two for you today. What are we going to get from this one?
We can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
This is the home side's team today.
Well, it's a 5-3-2, really, because both wing-backs are more defensively minded, which could leave the front two without any service from the wide areas. That could be a problem for them.
This is the lineup for the visitors.
Well, they're playing in a 4-5-1 formation, which is set up to counter-attack at pace. Yes, they'll play with a flat midfield out of possession, but when they win the ball back, they'll break forward really quickly. Let's hope they play it well today.
And we're off. The first half starts with anticipation in the air. Marvin Ekpiteta. Okay, it's time to cross to Alex Scott now because there's been a goal elsewhere.
It's a goal for Salford City. After a well-worked move, he got himself on the end of a cross with a beautiful header. They've scored the opener here with 6 minutes played.
Alex there keeping us informed all the way. It's the first time these two managers have gone head-to-head. Interesting to see who gets the upper hand.
Yeah, but they'll know each other's tactics. It will certainly be an interesting game, I think.
To take the lead. There's a nice passing rhythm to the play.
Certainly look composed on the ball, don't they?
Marvin Ekpiteta. Well read to gain possession. The press works, now to push forward. Promising position this. Getting closer. That's not a bad-looking ball. Patient build-up as they look to make it count and take the lead.
Yeah, they're looking threatening at the moment.
Lovely setup. This could get interesting. Teeing up the chance now. The defence quick to snatch it back. Possession lost and won. And a cross into the area. Can he get the shot off? Trying to carve out the angle. Decent looking attack this. Really quick tempo to this move. That's a good pass. And behind it goes for a corner. Maybe the moment to take the lead. It's put into the middle, but they won't be getting anything with that one. And that one's gone out. Throw in to come. Has the space to whip it in here. Oh, could be here. That's a good ball. Chance to go ahead. Setting up the chance. Keeping the ball really nicely here. Oh, that's really nice. Probing, but the target won't open. Well, they got so far, but no end result.
Well, no chance there. That was a good bit of defending.
Egg Pitata.
And the referee's whistle brings the first 45 minutes to a close. Well, the second half underway, and let's be honest, things can only improve. A decent move looked to be building, but that's it for now. Still all square. Can they make this pressure count? Intercepted. Great reading of the game. There's been a development in one of the other games, a goal, and Alex Scott can tell us about it.
It's a goal for Colchester United. It was a free kick that deflected off the wall, and the goalkeeper had no chance with that one. It's all even Stevens at 1-1 with 51 minutes played.
Alex keeping us right up to date. Well, he went for power and got plenty of it, but it's whistled over the bar. Well, the transfer everybody's been talking about has now been confirmed, so the will they or won't they discussions can now end.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
Ekpiteta. Marvin Ekpiteta. Ekpiteta.
And it's pinched, read his mind there.
Yeah, that's the way to win the ball back. Good reading of the game.
Going to hand to Alex Scott now with an update from one of the other games.
It's a goal for Salford City. Could the goalkeeper have done better? Yes, but let's not take nothing away from that finish. They've pulled ahead by 2 with 67 minutes played.
Thanks, Alex, as always. They need to be better on the ball than that. Well, this might be promising. This is lovely football, moving defenders around.
When they're playing like this, they're a joy to watch.
Time to get creative from here. But not the end result they wanted from an encouraging position. A big area to progress into here. And there's going to be a change now.
Just to let you know, the club shop is open after today's game if you'd like to get your tickets for the next game or club merchandise.
We're inside the final quarter of an hour now. That's brilliantly won, now to go with it.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
A big development in one of the other games. Alex Scott has news of a penalty.
Well, Harrogate Town were awarded the penalty. He tried to fall in with his runner, but the goalkeeper was having none of it. The score remains 1-0 with just under 10 minutes left to play.
Fantastic, Alex, thank you. Waiting for the moment to get through. And how to play it goes for a throw-in. Substitution coming up. Nicely sets it up. Good work, they've got it back. Could be setting something now. This could be! Well, he's kept that out nicely.
Well, they're playing some really good football here, and these fans are driving them on.
It's all over as the ref blows for full time.
Hi, can you chat to us for a second about the match? Thanks very much for speaking to us.